Okay guys, show you this truck. This is the F350 that's on the alignment rack. This vehicle has a relay rod steering system. So what that means is there's a bar right here that goes from one steering knuckle, goes all the way across to the other steering knuckle. So if we step back, there's one bar that connects both steering knuckles. So it's got a tie rod on each end, an outer tie rod, and then this adjuster sleeve. And then up here, we have a tie rod end, adjuster sleeve, and then another tie rod that's hooked to the pitman arm right here that's attached to the steering gear. So the relay rod portion of it is, it's relaying the steering from the steering gear down to the knuckle, and then it relays it across from one knuckle to the other. And then if you look up in here, we have a shock absorber on the steering system. That's a steering system damper. Keep any vibrations out of the steering wheel because of the big tires on a truck. And then this bar that's in the middle, this bar here isn't part of the steering. That's actually a panhard bar that braces from the frame down to the differential. So it keeps the differential from shifting because we have coil springs instead of leaf springs. So here's a pile of different types of steering systems. So this first one here is a parallelogram steering system. We have a center link, idler arm, inner tie rod, adjuster sleeve, outer tie rod, and then the same thing on this side. And then the pitman arm attaches to the center link here off the recirculating ball nut steering gear. Then if you look at the other one on the bench, this is a rack and pinion steering system, and then there's an inner tie rod that attaches here, and then the outer tie rod attaches to that. And then the one in the background there in the center, that's an electric power steering system. So the power rack and pinion steering system. So the rack looks the same, but then we have the electric motor to assist it attached to the steering gear. And then this is part of a steering column. Steering columns have U-joints in them so that we can get different angles out of it. Or steering shaft coming off the steering column. Okay, it's splined in there, and it's splined in here so that they fit together.